Hello, this is Yami here. I'm going to solve question 2 of homework 2 of probability and stochastic process. So here is the question. We have various probabilities with the given inputs and outputs, and we have to find the values of A, B, C and D. So now homework 2 question 2a, we have to find the probability of x2 output 1. So for that we have probability of x2 output 1 given x1 input 0 into probability of x1 input 0 plus probability of x2 output 1 given x1 input 1 into probability of x1 input 1. We have all the values, so putting the values we get 0.64 as our answer. Now second, we have to find probability of x3 output 1. So for that we don't need to do all these things, we can just find the probability of x3 output 0 comma probability of x3 output 1, which is equals to the probability of x1 input 0 and probability of x1 input 1 into the matrix probability 0.6, 0.4, 0.3 and 0.7, which is 0 input 0 output, 0 input 1 output, 1 input 0 output and 1 input 1 output. We have to square this because we are finding the x3 probability. Now simplifying this, we get 0.36 comma 0.64 into, which is equals to 0.408 comma 0.592. So our probability of x3 given input 1 output 1 is equals to 0.592. Now we have a third question in which we have to find the probability of x1 output 0 given x3 input 1. So now for x3 we do 0.6, similarly as the previous question, we square it and we get the following values: 0.48, 0.52, 0.39 and 0.61. So to find this probability of x1 equals 0 given x3 equals 1 is equals to probability of x1 equals 0 given x3 equals 1 divided by probability of x3 equals 1, which is equals to probability of x3 equals 1 given x1 equals 0 into probability of x1 equals 0 divided by probability of x3 given 1. We have all the values, putting the values we get 0.176. Now the D part. So we have for D, we have to find the probability of xn output 0 where limit n tends to infinity. So it's similar to the previous question. P of x infinity equals to 0 comma P of x infinity equals to 1 is equals to limit n tends to infinity 0.2, 0.8. We just have to do raised to n instead of raised to 2, which is equals to 0.2, 0.8 and 3 by 7. So our answer, limit n tends to infinity P of x n equals 0 is equals to 3 by 7. This is how we solve this question.